We all have that one recipe passed down from Grandma that we want to make our own. Today, I'll show you how I changed my grandma's biscuit recipe into my cheesy garlic buttermilk biscuits. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. On this channel, we teach you all about celebrating. We show you recipes for food, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and we share entertaining tips too. Now we try and keep everything as simple as we can, especially for those of you out there who say that you just can't do it, because we know you really can. So if you like this episode, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and watch a new episode every single week. So today, you see we're not in our normal kitchen. We're in our little mountain hideaway in the mountains of upstate Pennsylvania. So I'll warn you in advance, gang, we're filming outside. There's going to be some noises. There might be an occasional dog or a golf cart that goes by, so bear with us. But our celebration today is a twist on an old favorite. Up here in the mountains, even though it's springtime, it still gets a little chilly at night. So I wanted to make something warm and comforting. So I'm making garlic cheesy biscuits. So let's get started. First, we have my trusty food processor. Dry ingredients first. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, right in. You've seen me make my biscuits before. It's easy. Teaspoon of sugar, right in. Baking powder, 2 teaspoons. Baking soda, just a half a teaspoon. That's all going to help the biscuits rise. Now for the garlic part, I've got a generous teaspoon of garlic powder. Why garlic powder and not fresh garlic? Garlic powder is going to mix through the batter better, and it's not going to burn, or it'll, with fresh garlic, it might not cook all the way. This just makes it more even. Next ingredient is some shredded sharp cheese. Now I'm putting this in with my dry ingredients because I want it to mix all the way through them so I get an even mixture of cheese. And the processor will help break it down a little more and just spread it out more evenly. Right in. Now I'm just going to give this a quick little pulse to mix it thoroughly. Just a couple. All right. Now, butter. I've got a stick of butter here that's very, very cold. I actually had it in the freezer for a few minutes. I cubed it up. It's going to go right in. You want it cold so that we get little bits of butter throughout the dry mixture. So we're going to pulse this until that happens. It's going to look like wet sand is really what you're looking for. It really just takes a few pulses. That's about good. You can see it starts to come together. Now for the wet ingredients, buttermilk. Now my recipe, actually my original recipe calls for a half of a cup, but when you add extra things, sometimes you have to adjust other ingredients. So I have a whole cup here. I may not need it all. I made these a few days ago and it only took a half a cup. I made them another time and it took 3/4 of a cup. So we'll start with about half now. Just gonna turn this on and let it go until the dough comes together. So I need to add just a little more of the milk, but not too much. It's probably about it. Now it's all coming together. There we go. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of flour down. I'm going to dump this out. If I can get it off. There we go. All right, so we've dumped this out. We're just going to bring it together into a dough. Comes together pretty easily. Now it looks a little sandy and crumbly, but it'll be all right, I promise. See? Just like that. I'm just going to roll this out a little bit. Not much. But I want to spread it out, and I want to get it to an even texture as my board slides all over my counter. All right, about that thick. 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. All right. I've got my sheet pan. I gave it a quick little spray, cooking spray, because these have cheese in them and I don't want them to stick. We're just going to cut these out with our biscuit cutter. Look at that. Easy. This recipe will make you 8 large biscuits. You can make smaller biscuits and get more. It's all up to you. I like large fluffy biscuits. All right, here's the first 4. You saw how easy that was. I'm just going to push this back together, roll out, and get 4 more. Alrighty, now I got 6 biscuits, so I thought I would get 8, but these are a little thicker, but I want nice, thick, fluffy biscuits. So I have 6 here. I'm just gonna have a little butter on them. I have back here a little pot of melted butter. This is just gonna help them brown, be beautiful, just like that. You could use a pastry brush or just spoon it over the top. Easy, easy, easy. Alrighty, now these are going to go in the oven, 400 degrees, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. My oven here is going to be probably 15 to 18 minutes. So here we go. And here we are. Our biscuits are out of the oven. Now, in this oven here at camp, they took about 18 minutes, so it's going to vary a little bit depending on your oven. I have a nice big basket here. These are the ones that we just made on camera for you. You can see all the little bits of orange cheese. Here's another batch that I did earlier. Now these, the only difference is I didn't put the cheese in until the end, so the cheese is chunkier and more melty through. So either way is fine. It's really whatever you like. But let's do my favorite part. Let's give it a taste. Break this apart. Oh, look at that. Perfection. A little bit of butter. That always makes it better. Wow. These are so flaky, they're almost falling apart. That's good. It's light, it's garlicky, and the cheese is just all through it. This is gonna go great with my dinner later. So you know, since this is a dinner dish, I'm gonna have a little wine to wash it down. Good stuff, and easy to make. So as always, we're going to have this recipe up in the comment section on YouTube and on Facebook. And we just can't wait to hear from you. So keep sending in all those comments and pictures and ask us questions, because we always get back to every single person that writes us in. So we will see you next Tuesday at 7 o'clock when you come on over and come on in and let's celebrate. Cheers.